This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. So in the last class, yesterday, I given some of introduction about the tally. So why we are going to use that? Sorry, I given some of introduction about the tally. So what is the uses in the Tableau? Sorry, I given some of introduction about the Tableau. So what are the uses of Tableau? All this information I given in the last class. I hope that everyone has installed the Tableau software. So how to install the Tableau software also I showed that one. Okay. So before that, if I want to work with that Tableau software, we need the sum of data, right? So first I want to share the data. One second. Okay. In the last class, I given some of introduction about the tally. So what is the uses of tally? How to download the tally? Sorry, how to download the Tableau? All these informations I given. Suppose if I want to work with the Tableau, I need some of data. Okay, so where we have to get the data? So because we are not going to do that real time business, we are not going to do, we need the data set. For that data set, we have to import through website. We have to import, we can import the data sets also. It's available in the website also. We can import. I will show you that how to import the Tableau data set using the kaggle.com website. We have one website name. That website name is kaggle.com. Using that website, we can download the data set. So say different types of data sets we have, we can download. I will show you that how to download. If you want to work with the Tableau, so learning purpose, we can download the data set. If you want to, before downloading the data set, I want to say about that little bit information about that pivot table. So in Excel, we are going to use the pivot table. Why we are going to use the pivot table means that is one of important topics also. So if it is a very complicated data, we can summarize, we can analyze, we can filter the data using the pivot table. So in the pivot table, that is we call as a flexible also. Normal data whatever we are going to create, as it is table wise we can create, but pivot table not like that. However we are dragging the data, like the way we are going to get the table. So based on that our requirement we can use. So then what is the uses of pivot table means? I have some of little bit introduction I am going to give about that pivot table. Mm, okay, here. See, I have some of information here. What is the informations I have? Little bit I'm going to increase the column width format. Column width 12 I am going to give. Click on that. Okay. See now. So I increase that. Ah, how much data we have? I need only 200 data I'm going to take. Go delete stop details. Ah, in that I have 200 data informations we have. What kind of informations we have in that? For example, my company is exporting product or selling the product. So that is the sales informations we have in this particular table. Means this is the order id. I got that order, my customers order id, product, which product we are exporting, that product informations we have, that product which category, that category also informations we have in that. So for example, order id is number 1, that is the order id. Product, that is a carrot, that is a category is a vegetable. 4270 worth rupees goods I exported in that Jan 6th, and for country US I exported this amount. Again, order ID is second day, broccoli I exported, category is vegetable, amount I given, date in this particular date I exported the product for UK. Like this, I have some of information, all the informations we have. This is okay, but I want to know that. So from only the US, so what is the amount I have to get, total amount, what is the sales amount, how many times we exported to UK. For UK, what are the product we exported, only the carrot information I want to know, that only from carrot. So what is the amount, total amount, only the vegetable category, what is total amount, for which country we exported, particular Jan month income I want to know that, only the Feb month income I want to know that, only the Feb month what is my income, only the Jan month what is my income, we can compare. Or else broccoli, for which country we exported, only from broccoli what is the total income. If I want to see all the information based on that requirement, we are going to use the pivot table. See here, insert option, pivot table option is there. Easily we can arrange or we can filter and summarize the complicated data. For example, if I place the cursor here, go to pivot table, click on that. See, automatically whenever we are going to select the pivot table options, it's going to select the entire table. See now, it's selected automatically, it's going to select the entire table. After that, one dialog box it will come. In that see, select a table or range option. So we have already we selected, this is the information sheet 1, that is my sheet 1 information, A1 to F201 till that entire table information it's going to display. Till here we selected, that is okay. But if I want to create the pivot table, in that see, new worksheet. What is the new worksheet means, whenever we are going to create the pivot table, the table if you want to display in the new worksheet, we can select the new worksheet. Or else I don't want in the new worksheet, I want to display in the same existing sheet, means from here only, if you want to display, select the existing worksheet. If I select the existing worksheet, then only this tag it's going to activate for us. Okay, so select the existing worksheet option, click on that. See, in that this tag is going to activate. Location is nothing but from where you want to display, where you want to create the pivot table, like this it's going to ask. For that we have to select a particular cell. I want to display from here, this cell name it's going to display G7, G column 7th row. From this cell, that pivot table it's going to create. Okay, so let me repeat one more time. Place the cursor inside of the table, go to pivot table option. So create pivot table dialog box it's going to open. I don't want to display. If you want to, we can select the new worksheet also. Table it's going to open in the new worksheet only. But now, if you want to create the pivot table, so near this table also, in this particular current sheet also, we can select. So here, click on that existing worksheet. Then location means nothing but from where you want to display the table. Okay, so if I want to display from here only in the particular cell, if you want to create, we can select the particular cell. It's going to display G7, G column 7th, G9, G column 9th row. From here it's going to start. Just click on OK. See now pivot table field is going to open. See now, little bit I want to drag. Pivot table fields. What is that pivot table fields? Pivot table fields is nothing but table headings called as a pivot table field. Means like a data type. See now, whatever headings we have in the particular table, that headings it's going to display here. That is we called as a pivot table field. Order ID, product, category, amount, date, country. Same options going to display. When we are going to select the pivot table, 4 areas, that's the default options we have. One is filter area, row area, column area, values area. We can drag and drop the values, drag and drop the headings into into particular areas. This is the default 4 areas we have in the pivot table. Okay, so I want to see that information. What information? Category wise means product wise, what is my total sales amount? I want to see that. So that means particular category, particular product, total amount how much, particular product, what is the total amount, means sales amount how much we got, grand total how much. If you want to see that, we have to drag and drop into the particular area. Okay, so now see product, drag and drop into the area, means row area. The row wise it's going to display. In the values, always in the values area, it should be values only it's going to accept. Suppose if I select the text, means product anything, if you select, it's going to display number of timings like this is going to display. Later I will show you that one. Now product wise, what is the sales amount, I want to see that. That's why drag and drop the amount into the value column, means value area. Now see, we got that information. From Apple, 1,72,000 1 rupees, this much amount we got. From banana, 3,35,529 worth rupees goods we exported. From beans we got only 55,000 something. Broccoli 1,42,000. Like this we got entire total informations we got. Now this is okay. I want to know that only the beans information I want to check. That time in this particular table, means pivot table, double click on that beans value, sum of amount value, double click. If I double click, see that beans information, it's going to open in the new sheet. In the new sheet, say with the table, it's going to display only the beans product information, it's going to display. Order ID, product beans, which category this one, so total amount how much, which date we exported, for which country we exported, all the information it's going to display separate page. It's going to take separate sheet, new sheet, there it's going to display. If I want to add, alt equal is the shortcut key to get the total information. Okay, alt equal is the shortcut key to get the total information. No need to select equal sum entire column, then press enter, all these things. Instead of that, alt equal is the shortcut key to get the total amount. See now 55,060 rupees, same value it's going to display 65,060 rupees. Like this option is going to display. From mango, total amount, sales of amount, see, sum of amount we got 57,000 worth rupees goods we exported. If you want to see that only the mango information, so what is the ID number, for which country we exported, so then which category, all this information if you want to get the, double click on that. Now see, only the mango information is going to display. Now, in that, here some of ash type is going to display. Now there is no space, data is there but there is no space. We have to increase little bit column width, we have to increase the column width. See, all these options it will come like that. So alt equal is the shortcut key to get the total 57,079 rupees. See now, 57,079, like this we can get that. That is okay, but I want to know that. So what is our, from which product I got highest sum of amount, from which product I got highest sales amount, which product is in the top one, which product is in the second stage, which product in the third place or third stage. If I want to see that, we have to filter the data, correct? So for that, we should not place in the text column. In this amount column, place the cursor here, right click on that, click on that sort. If I click on that sort, it's going to display smallest to largest or largest to smallest option is going to display. We can select which one you want, we can, but I want to know that which, from which product I got highest sales amount, highest value, highest amount. Click on that. See now, from banana we got the highest amount, 3,35,529 rupees we got in the banana. Apple 1,72,000 something. Broccoli 1,42,000. So in the beans only 55,000 we got. That's it. Like this we can sort the product. Okay. Or else I am going to do the control set. Normal options we got. Suppose I want to see that only the uh, means fruits category. What are the total amount we got? Only from fruits, total amount how much we got. Only the vegetables. Here, see apple, banana, then mango, orange. That is a fruit category. Broccoli, beans, carrot. That is a vegetable categories. But I want to know that only the vegetable. What is total sales amount? How much we got? Only from fruits, how much we got? If I want to filter that, in the pivot table field, suppose I close this one. See now that pivot table fields is not going to display. If you place the cursor inside of the table, pivot table, then only that options it will come. Suppose if not, go to pivot table analysis options. Here field list option is there. Click on that field list. See now we got that field list option. Drag the category into the filter option. Now see, we got that category into the filter option. Click on this particular filter option, select the fruit. If I select the fruits options, so then click on OK. If I click on that OK, see only from fruits we got 6,65,307 rupees. See now, uh, pivot table, no? Okay. Only from Fruits category, I got 6,65,307 rupees. Suppose if I want to know that only from vegetable amount, click on that. See, click OK. See, only from vegetable this much amount. Like this we can filter whenever we are import the data to filter area. Suppose I don't want this filter area. If you want to remove that, click on this particular option here. Click on that, remove field option. So we can remove, or else drag and drop here, it's going to remove. See now, normal options we got. I want to see that this country wise, what is the product sales amount, all these things. If you want to see, drag the country into the column. Click on that. See now, we got that information. Country wise, that option. This is we called as a two-dimensional. Why two-dimensional means row wise also we can see, column wise also we can see the information. So that's why if I drag any kind of data, anything in the column area, row area also we have the information, and country areas also we have the information. That's why this is we called as a two-dimensional information. Okay, so in that, see, some of product we didn't export. Beans we didn't export to Canada, and France also we didn't export, and New Zealand we didn't export the product. That's why it's showing here empty cells, it's showing in that. Only from Australia we got 1,27,000, Canada 92,000 something, France. The grand total is going to display for us in the particular country wise. Okay, like this also we can import. Or else I want to see the information. What information you want to see in that? Uh, from only from Canada, what are the product we exported? I want to see that. So that's why drag the country field. I am going to drag into the below the product. See now, it's going to display apple product for this country we exported, banana we exported for these countries. Like this option is going to display. And now I don't want like this. Apple means here I want to drag the country above the product. Country wise I want to see the information. If I want to see that information as a country wise, drag the country above the product. Now see, only for Australia all these product we exported. For only the Canada I got 92,290 worth rupees goods I exported. Like this we can see the information. Okay, suppose only the country, particular country wise, if I want to see sum of amount, only particular Australia, what is that amount we got? How much amount we have to receive from the Australia, means total amount it's going to display here. All these the subtotal information. In that, this is we call as a grand total. Total amount of 9,87,672 worth rupees goods we exported. Like this option is going to display. Understood? All these are like this. However we want, based on that requirement, we can drag the information. So however we are going to drag, like the way we are going to get the information. Table. That's why pivot table called as a flexible also. In that, only the Australia, I need the information. That time, remove the country. Click on that, remove field. Drag the country into the filter option. Now see, we got that country in filter option. Click on that. Only the Australia, if you want to see that, always it's going to display alphabet wise only. Okay, so click on that Australia. Okay, see, only from Australia this much amount we got. Again click on that. France, if you want to see. Okay, see, only France. Like this we can filter. But I want to see that multiple product. If I want to see that, select a multiple product, means select here, select multiple items. If I select, we can select one more product, one more country also. Okay, see, Germany, multiple items means multiple countries. Germany and France. Total amount, this much is going to display for us. Understood? Like this, we can see the information. If I want to see that, is that Germany or Germany and France? Double click on that. If I double click, separate page, it's going to display. Now see, the country information is going to display. Two countries, Germany and France information is going to display to us. Like this, we can get the information. Total amount, if you want to see that, alt equal 71,000 something is there, no? Same information it's going to display. Okay, like this. However you want, we can drag into the area, like the way we are going to get the information. Or else drag the country below the product. Now see, particular product wise it's going to display. Why it's going to display like that? Because in the filter options we selected only two countries. That's why only the apple, France, Germany information, banana, France, Germany information. See, only the two countries information is going to display. Okay, so then drag and drop here. I don't want this country. So now drag the country below the product. Then also it's going to display like that only. Because in the filter option we selected only two countries. See, multiple items, we have to remove that. Then only entire information is going to display to us. Click on that here. If I click on that, select all. Okay, see, now all the informations it will come. If I drag the country, see, all the information is going to display. Drag the product below the country. Now country information, first country it will display. After that, for this particular country, what are the product we exported, all the information it's going to display to us. This is okay for me. But now what is the information means, I want to know that. What information? Iga, now I don't want this country, I'm going to remove. Total product we got. Okay, so this the apple, this is sum of amount we got. Now I want to see that total amount we that is, this is my income. Okay, so in this income my expenses is 20%. 20% expenses I done. Example, I'm going to say that. I want to check in that 20% expenses means how much amount we got. I want to send the, but expenses information I don't have in the pivot table. Manually, I want to create in the pivot table report. I want to create. That time, if I want to create manually, for example, this information, this report, I want to send to other person. Other person means for my director or else my auditor, my owner, investor. So for them, if I want to send that reports, in the report I need some of information. Total expenses if you want to check, or else tax, I'm going to pay that tax amount 5%. Example I'm saying, okay, 5% tax if I'm paying the tax. So after that, what is after expenses and after minus the tax amount, what is my profit? I want to find out. Okay, like this, if you want to find out in the pivot table report, manually we have to apply some of formulas. Actually, in the pivot table, we can't import the columns. We can import the columns, but that column should be with formula. Okay, so see now, select the, if I right click on that, see only copy, format cell, sort, these kind of options it will come. Insert column, delete column, that options it will not come. If you want to insert, go to here, insert option, insert calculated field. Actually, what is the calculated field means, after import the new column, this column should be some formula. Okay, that formula, when we are going to apply the formula in the particular column, That column we called as a calculated field. Understood? Calculated field is nothing but in the pivot table report, if you want to import the new column, that column should be with formula. Then only we can. Otherwise, we can't. Simple options we can't. If you want insert, click on that insert. See, it's going to ask a name, formulas we have to apply. Then only these options is going to open. Simply if I open like that also, see 00 options, it will come like that. Okay, see sum of field one options going to display. No, click on that pivot table field. That field one extra column we got here. This column name only this one. If I don't want, we can remove that. Okay, whenever we are going to import the insert the extra column means new column in the pivot table report, because pivot table is a main part in the Excel. Every companies they are going to use a pivot table only. In that manually we can apply the formulas. I said no, in my table I don't have expenses information, but expenses in the total amount 20%. How much is it? 20%. I spend some of expenses. Then what is my profit? I want to check in that. For that, so total amount into 20%. Like that, we have to apply the formula. Correct? If I want to apply the formula, once again. So in that, if you we have to practice using the Tableau, right? That's why we have to download. We can download in the mobile app also. We have to must and should, that is the compulsory only, we have to download the Tableau software, because we have to practice with that. Okay, so last class just I given in the only the introduction about the Tableau, all these things, why we are going to use all these things here. In that grand total means once if you create the pivot table, automatically we are going to get the grand total. Separate sheet, where you are asking ma Manaswini, see here, 1 second. I will one here. In that, this grand total, or if I double click on that, 1 second, I am going to delete. Extra sheet information I don't want. Okay, I have the table, pivot table. If I double click on that, only the beans information it's going to display. I want to know that only the beans information. What are the means I want to uh, order ID. So then which country we exported, which date we exported, total amount for particular country, what is the amount. If I want to see that, double click on that beans, here, double click. Separate sheet is going to open here. Here you are asking total ma, or else if it is here, alt equal, by holding the alt key. By holding alt key, click on that equal button. Automatically we are going to get the total amount. Alt plus equal. This is the shortcut key to get the total amount. Grand total means this is the sorry, 1 second. This is the grand total. This grand total automatically it will come. Okay, understood ma? Okay, so here 730. So this is the grand total for us. Okay, this is my pivot table report, but in the original source data I don't have the expenses information, tax information, and profit I don't have. But for that manually I have to apply. Example, place the cursor in the pivot table. Here see, once if you select the pivot table, pivot table analyze options, design options, it will come. Suppose if I didn't select, my cursor is outside of the table, that pivot table analyze design options not going to display. If my cursor is inside of the table, then only related option is going to activate for us. Okay, so now click on that pivot table analyze option. In that calculation, if I select the calculation, click on this particular fields, items and sets option. Click on that. Here, calculated field. Calculated field is nothing but extra one more column. We are going to add the column in the in my pivot table report. That column should be with the formula only. When we are going to applying the formula, that is be called as a calculated field. See now, if I select in the home tab also, insert. If I click on that insert, see calculated field. Because my cursor is in the inside of the table, pivot table. Suppose my cursor is in the normal table, normal data. Now see in the insert, insert cells, insert row, insert column. This kind of options it's going to display. Based on that my data, that information also it's going to change. Understood? See now, place the cursor. Now see, insert. Insert calculated field. Here also we can select or else pivot table analyze options. Sure. I will share the data, source data I will share you. In this group only I will share. Okay? Yeah, I will share that. Okay, after complete the class, Shankar, I will share you the data. Okay? Yeah. Click on that. See here, this is informations we have. Place the cursor in the pivot table. Click on that pivot table analyze options. Click on that. Here, fields and items and sets. Click on this particular option, calculated field. Click on that calculated field. Here, it's going to ask some of information. What information it's going to ask here? Name. That means here raw label, sum of amount, like this heading it's going to display, right? Like that it's going to ask the heading, means expenses I am going to give. That column headings is expenses. Okay, so in that I have to apply the formula. How to apply the formula? Equals sum of amount. Here see, in that amount option, select the amount. See, we got that amount, total amount, but value wise it's not going to display here. That headings is going to display here, amount into 20%, that is my expenses. Okay, so click on that add. After that, click on OK. See, this is my expenses amount. Okay, see, let me repeat one more time. Remove that expenses. Okay, here place the cursor inside of the table. So how much amount I got in the sum of amount in the 20%, that much amount I spent. I want to know that total expenses amount, how much. So for that, if you want to add the extra one more column in the pivot table, that column should be with the formula. Place the cursor here, go to pivot table analyze option. Here, first option, fields, items and sets options is there. Click on that calculated field. Here also we can select, or else directly in the home tab, insert. Here also we can select. Okay, click on that. It's going to display insert calculated field. That field name is like this I given. Okay, or else I want to type total expenses. This is my heading name. I want to apply the formula. First, I have to select the equal amount. Amount means nothing but this amount into 20%. 20%. That's it. Click on that add, or else we can click on OK. Automatically we are going to get them. This is total expenses. 9,87,672 worth rupees goods we exported. That is the total amount. But my expenses is 1,97,534. But now for this amount, I have to pay the tax. Example, 5% tax I am going to pay. What is the tax amount? For this, if you want to calculate, if you want to insert, if I want to insert in the pivot table report, place the cursor, same options, go to pivot table analyze option, fields and items, click on that calculated field, click on that. Here, tax, total tax amount. This is my table heading. Okay, so underscore formula, in this particular formula, equal amount into 5%, same options. Okay, then click on OK. See, this is my tax amount, 49,000 something I have to pay the tax. But now, okay, this is okay. Total expenses, how much be done? Means now we have to total expenses means we have to calculate sum of expenses plus tax amount we have to calculate. For that also I am going to inserting new column, calculated field, total expenses. Now see, in that equals amount, total expenses, this one plus sum of sales amount, tax amount. Correct? Understood? Any doubt is there? Should I repeat one more time? Okay. 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 I will repeat. Okay. See, in that, I'm going to remove field. I'm going to remove. Here also I'm going to remove. This much you understand and you got it right. So total expenses. This is my expenses. For the in this amount, I have to pay the 5% tax. Okay, this information means tax expenses option I want to insert in the pivot table report. How to insert? If we want to add the columns anything, if we want to add the columns anything, we have to apply the we have to apply functions. For that, place the cursor, pivot table analyze option to insert the extra column, because tax amount, if I want to uh, mention the tax amount, we need new column, right? For that, place the cursor inside of the pivot table, insert, or sorry, home tab, insert option. Here also we can select, or else directly in the pivot table analyze options, we can select the fields item sets option. Click on this drop down button, calculate field. Here also we can select. Click on that new column option. So we got. In that already we have the information here. Click on that. If I don't want, one second. Pivot table field. Okay. Place the cursor. We can delete. I will show you that later. Click on that calculated field. In that tax amount, no. So tax. I given the name. What is how much we have to pay the tax? 5%. In the total amount, how much amount? 5% means in the 5% we have to pay. That's why equals total amount, means sum of amount into 5%. Click on that. That's it. Just click on OK. Automatically we are going to OK sum of tax. 49,000 something we have to pay the tax amount. For 9,87,672 worth rupees goods we exported. Total sum of amount we got. In that amount 50,000 something, means 49,000 something tax we have to pay. But now this is okay. Total expenses and tax. Total means I spend that cost price, sum of cost price, this one, tax amount. Total expenses, what is that? I want to check in that. For that, again place the cursor, pivot table analyze options, calculated field. In that, total x underscore expenses. This is my heading. Now total means I want to calculate for total expenses. This one, total expenses. This one plus tax amount. Click on that tax amount. Tax. Double click on that. Here double click. This is the tax. Okay. Click on that. Okay. See, this is the total expenses. Now I want to know that, okay, total expenses means 2,46,918 rupees. That is the total expenses we done. After my expenses, what is my profit? I want to check. Correct? Huh? If I want to see my profit, in the total amount, means sum of amount minus expenses we have to do. Then only I will get the profit. Correct, no? So that's why place the cursor inside of the pivot table. Pivot table analyze options. Click on that calculated field. Here, um, profit. That profit. So this is my column name. Amount equals amount minus total expenses. Where is my total expenses? This one. Total underscore expenses. Double click on that. Click on OK. See, this is my profit. 7,40,754 rupees is my profit. In the particular product Apple, so total expenses 43,000, but profit I got 1,29,000. Like this, I got that profit. In the pivot table report, if you want to calculate our own calculation, our company calculations manually, if you want to calculate, we have to insert the new column. That column should be with formula. Based on that requirement, we can apply the formulas. After that, see, I got that total expenses, tax amount, how much I spent. So total expense, cost, price, and tax, what is the total? After minus my expenses, what is my profit? All these things manually we applied the formula. We inserted the columns. Now this report we can export, we can send to the other person. Means how to add extra columns, how to manually apply the formulas, all these options it will come. Okay, using this we can create a chart option. Click on that pie chart. See, like this options it will come. If you want line chart or else pie chart, based on that chart we can import the information, all these options it will come. Okay, so select all the information. So we have, click on that. Okay, so this is my total. If I don't want this one, we can remove. This one also I don't want. This one also hide. See, only the information. So we got. If I place the cursor, or else data values, I need the data values here only. If you want to display, when we are going to create the chart, here plus symbol options it will come. Click on that. Here it's going to display data label. That values is going to display there only. We can increase the columns width. See now, if I place the cursor, sum of amount. If I place the cursor in the orange color, sum of tax. This is my caret information. This one, data labels options. This is my profit option. Like this option is going to display for us. All these are the carrot information. This the broccoli. This one beans. This one banana. This apple. Like this options it's going to display. Okay. All these informations we have. Once if you want to send the report, in that design view, in the report layout also is there for us. We want to convert as a tables, all these things we can create. Which kind of options you want, we can select all these options it will come. Select this one. In that report view, this is we called as a compact form. If I want to display show in outline form, click on that. See here, tabular form, table wise. Okay, so here some of options is going to display. Repeat all items and labels. Do not repeat. What is the outline form means? This is table form already we have. That's why that product is not repeated. If it is a repeated, one second, that one also I will show you that. Select this one. Insert pivot table. New worksheet I am going to select. See, new worksheet we got. In that pivot table field, here is there. Drag and drop here. So then product value should be always in the values column. Country in that particular option. So we got these kind of options we have in that. Okay. See now, this is my pivot table actually. This one compact form. This is we called as a compact form. If I want to move that, let me see that. Select entire table. Go to design. Colors if you want we can apply, or else in the report layout whenever we are sending the report to other person, show in compact form. This is we called as a compact form. Outline form, this is outline form. See, only the Australia this much product we exported, total amount. Only Canada this much product we exported, that is the information. Show in tabular form, table wise it's going to display. That's it. Click on that. Repeat all item labels, it's going to repeat. See now, sorry, click on that. Repeat all items, it's going to repeat like that only. If I don't want to repeat, do not repeat items. Like this, these reports we can export. banded rows, sum of colors information. That's it, all these options. If I click on that, it's going to change in the table also. See, like this we can import that options. This is we call as a report view option. Grand total we got, particular country wise what is the details, what is the total amount, all the informations we are going to get. Like that we are going to use the pivot table. However, we are going to drag and drop into the pivot table field. Like the way we are going to get the information. That's why pivot table called as a flexible. Understood? Clear? Any doubt is there? Oh, my voice is breaking up. Any doubt? Put a message in the chat box, please. Graph, huh? Okay. See, uh, that graph. Okay. See now, in that, graph thing. Okay, here, if I select the particular information, all these things, we import it, correct? Now, in the pivot table, I'm going to remove the country. I'm going to remove the country. See, only the this much informations we have. This the information. Based on that product, if you want to apply the chart, graph, means chart is nothing but representation of the data. Whenever we have the table wise, the table, I don't want to display the table wise. I want to display my data as a visual format. Means chart wise, if you want to insert, we are going to use. Select the data, click on that pivot chart. If I click on that information, this kind of options we got. Only two options we got. Only the product and amount. Product, amount information. Just I am going to click on that, or else click on this. Let me see that. Okay. See now we imported the one line chart. This is we called as a line chart. Okay, so this the sum of product. This is we call as a x-axis, this is we called as a y-axis. Okay, now based on that value, that graph it's going to display how the my business is up and down, like that the graph also it's going to display for us. I want to know that along with that graph I need the values also. If you want to display values, here see one plus symbol, it will come here, chart elements. Click on that chart elements. Okay, here chart element. Click on that chart element. These options we got title. If I don't want to display the title, we can select the title options also. Here in the title, say the title it will come. If I don't want, we can remove chart title, this title. See now, if I want to display, see now in that information, click on that data label. If I click on this particular option, it's going to display the data label. See, data table. This data I want to display as a table wise here. Click on that data table. Now see, table wise is going to display here below. If I don't want, we can untick. Grid lines. If I don't want to display that lines, we can untick the grid lines or else legend. So now see, this is we called as a legend options. Total only we are going to find out now. That's why. Trend line. If I want to display how the my business is growing up and down, it's going to display. So this is the options we have in that. Here up down bars means already if I have the information trend line we applied, no, that's why it's going to display all these informations we can. This is one type of chart. Suppose close this one. Here this is the line. Same for table. If I want to apply the pie chart, all these things, click on that pie chart options also. Pivot table, pivot chart, click on that pie chart also. Like this options it will come. Click on that. See now, this is the information so we got. If you want to display the values, select the data values. Like this option is going to display. In that, so we got that uh, which product beans. From beans, I got less amount. That's why if I want to remove that, double click on that particular option, we can remove. Like this also we can remove. So from which product we got highest value also we can, or lowest value also we can remove from the chart. Hello? We can display graphs in the new sheet also. We can display. Okay. So, how did you display the pivot table in the new sheet? Means here, once if you apply the pivot table, there are two options going to display, no, ma'am. If I place the cursor, see, place the cursor, insert, pivot table. See now, new worksheet, existing worksheet. Two option is there. If you select existing worksheet, then only it's going to display in the particular existing worksheet. If you select in the same sheet, the pivot table it's going to create. So this one, new worksheet options. If I select the new worksheet, directly it's going to open in the new worksheet only. Understood? So this is the information so we have in that. Zobia, unmute ma. We are getting some of disturbance. Who is that? Nanda Kishore, unmute yourself, please. So all these are the pivot table information. Any doubt is there? No doubts, nothing. Okay. So like that, however, we drag and we imported some of information in the pivot table, like the way in the Tableau also that fields means in the data set what is my requirement. Suppose if I want to see that total sales by the product by sales, a particular category wise what is my sales, so I want which product we got highest, all these things we have to drag and drop in the Tableau. Okay, any confusions, any doubt is there in the pivot table? Oh, okay. But here, um, after this, See, after download the Tableau, it's going to display. I want. I will share the data. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to close. If I import the Tableau, after download the Tableau, click on that. It's going to import in our system. Tableau desktop. Sorry, I opened other person data. See, like these options, it will come. But here, if I want to work with Tableau, so I need the data set, correct? Huh? So for that, for the data set, we have to download from the one website. I will tell about that website. That website name is kaggle.com website. In from that website, we have to download the data set. We have to download in that particular website. We are going to get the data set, so it's available for us. I will show you that. Minimize this option. Open the Google. See that website name, kaggle.com. In this particular website, we can download the data sets. Automatically, it will come in the data sets. Click on that enter. That website is going to open. In this particular website, first time it's going to ask to it's going to ask some of information, your name, and you have to log in through Gmail, like Google, like this. It's going to ask. We have to log in. Then only that website is going to available for us. Okay, here I'm going to sign out because I logged in. That's why sign out. See now, close this option. Click on that. Open the Chrome. Sorry, I logged in. No, that's what's showing this. That web, first we have to log in through the Google or Gmail. It's going to ask. We have to log in. In that, we have to type as a amazing mart. This is the website name. Means, sorry, this is data set name. Amazing mart EU to Geo. So you have to log in because already I downloaded. If you type these options, okay, in the local I will show you that. Wait. In that, um, in the local system I will show you. I logged in the server. Okay, 1 second. See, it's going to ask a sign in. If I click on that sign in, this kind of information it's going to ask. First time, whenever we are going to log in the kaggle.com website, first time we have to log in. So click on that sign in with Google. See, it's going to open. Here we have to type the website name. In that, this is my website name. If I click on that, it's going to display because here in that sales data set. In the sales data, see this much data sets available in that. Click on the data set, automatically all the data set information it's going to display. In the data sets, this much options we have. Amazon sales data set, select the particular data set. If I click on that, download options, it will come, we have to download. That's it. Okay, already we downloaded in the local system and server, that's why it already we have that information. I will show you that. See, like the way you have to download. Click on that data set, select Amazon sales data set options, select this option. Then if I click on that, the download option is going to display. Sorry, sales data set, or else before I selected, no, one second, sales data set, select the particular, where it is, Amazon data set. If I click on that, that download options it will come. We have to download the data set. So that data set, so this is my data set name actually. Before I showed, no, sales data set. Here we can select. So click on that, then download, automatically we can download. Already I downloaded the data set. I will show you that information for you also. See, now close this one. First time we have to log in. Okay, then only that proper informations we will get. Here, see, this is my data set. I want to open this data set. I have in the Excel format only. In that, in this particular data set, see, P6 Amazing Mart EU to Geo. This is my data set name. I downloaded from the kaggle.com only. So we have to download using this data set. We are going to work in the Tableau. We are going to get the information. We are going to create the visualization. After create the visualization, we are going to create the dashboard option. Understood? See, what are the informations we have in the data set? All these are order ID, order date I have. In that, before that, I have two sheets, two worksheets I have in that. One is list of order, another one is order breakdown. Two worksheets we have. Excel is collection of workbooks. Workbooks are collection of worksheets. This is my workbook name, collection of worksheets. In that first, I renamed that sheet. That sheet name is list of orders. Second sheet name is order breakdown. Like these two sheets data I have. In that, see, 4118. That much data we have in this particular data. See now, last sheet 4118. If I click on that, it's going to display 4118, means that much cells we used, that much cell data we have. Like this option is going to display. In that 4000 something we have the data. Order ID we have in the order date. So which date we given the order date. So that customer's name. So city, this customer from which city, which country, and which region. Segment, is that consumer or corporate or office supplies or home office, which type of person, and ship date, which date they given the order. Ship mode means, sorry, ship date means when we exported the product. Ship mode, how we exported the product, which state. So then longitude, latitude. So this all these options informations we have in the list of order sheet we have. Only the in this particular sheet, list of order, in this particular sheet I have only the customer information I have. Order ID, order date, customer name, which city, country, region, segment, shipping date, ship mode, which state. So that particular longitude latitude options we have in that, but I don't have in the product information in this list of order sheet. Okay, that product information I have in the another sheet. See, orders breakdown option. Click on that orders breakdown. This is my order ID, product name, discount how much we given for particular product, sales, what is the sales amount, what is my profit, how much quantity we exported, which category, category wise what is the category, then subcategory, what is the subcategory. Actually, category subcategory means, simple example I am going to say. For example, here uh, I have the mobile category means subcategory. In that, so what is my in category means, for example, category is mobile, that is the mobile, mobile category. In this mobile, simple example, if you want to say that, subcategory means Samsung, Samsung mobile. So this is my category. In the Samsung, we have so many modules we have, right? In that Samsung S7, Samsung Edge, like this we have, no, that is the product name. This is the product name. This is my category. This is subcategory. Samsung mobile is subcategory, but in the Samsung mobile, we have so many model. We have the so many models. We have that product name. That phone name is Samsung S7, Samsung Edge. All these are the product name. This is my category, subcategory, product name. Like the way here also we have that category, subcategory, product name. Like this we have information. Now in that list of orders, order breakdown, two informations we have in the particular sheet. This data I am going to import to the Tableau. Using this data, we are going to create a visualization. We are going to get the all information. Assume that this is my company data, because real data we don't have. No, that's why we have to import data set. After that, we have to use that. We have to get the all information. Now here, I want to save this. I saved in my desktop. After download that data set, you have to download in your desktop wherever you want, we can. But if you download in the desktop, easily we can import the data, means we can connect to the data to our Tableau. Once if you open the Tableau, see now, first let me uh, give the info about that screen elements. Some of screen elements option is there. After open the Tableau, here see, all these are we called as a tabs. All these are tabs. This is we called as a tools option. Tools, all these tools. This is we called as a sidebar. So in the sidebar we have dimension, measures option is there. I will tell what is the dimensions, what is the measures options I will tell. In that, some of pages, this is the filter option, pages, we can filter. Marks option also is there. What is the marks means, after import that data, we can give some of edit, we can edit the columns, chart, everything, tables we can edit using the marks options. This the columns, this the rows. So some of show me option is there. What is that show me, after import the data I will show you that. In that, see, drag drop field here, drop field here. Here also it's going to display drop field here. After connect the data to Tableau, then only we can drag and drop into the columns and rows, like a pivot table. Whatever we done in the pivot table, like that we have to drag and drop into that. Okay, so first if you want to connect the data, Here option is there already, we have the option. Click on that, connect to data. Yesterday you asked, no, some students asked that how to connect the data. Once if you open the Tableau, select the connect to data. Click on that connect to data. See, it's going to ask where is your data. That means already I mentioned that 100 plus source we can import the data to Tableau. If it is a different types, different format also, it's going to accept. If it's a JSON format, PDF format, Excel, Notepad, text, CSV format from a SQL server, any other details also, see Oracle, yes, MySQL. So all these options, it's going to accept the data. But it's not going to display this the JSON format, this the SQL format like that. It's going to treat as a table only. Okay, I have the amazing mart is in the Excel format. That's why I am going to select the Microsoft Excel. If I click on that Microsoft Excel, see now where is the data, it's going to display for us. I have in the, say this is my data set. Select the data set, click on that open. It's going to open into the Tableau. See now we got the data. The two sheets I displayed a list of orders, orders breakdown. So the two data it's going to display. The two sheets, how many sheets we imported, that information it's going to display in that. See, this is my data source. This is my data source. The file name is, data set name is P6 Amazing Marta. This one. In this particular data, I have two sheets. I imported two sheets also. Okay, from next class tomorrow I am going to display how to drag and drop the data, how to create a visualizations, that table information, everything I will give in that. Okay, yeah. Any doubts, any confusions is there in that? Any doubts, ma? Okay, okay. Attendance in the go to meeting automatically is going to update. Already yesterday's attendance we uploaded in that. Today's attendance also we have. I will. Okay. We can use Tableau desktop also instead of that Tableau public, because if you use a Tableau public, it's going to save in the through online only. You can download Tableau desktop also. Next class, I will show you how to check the attendance, all these things. Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Finish Tableau public, fine. You can. Okay. Thank you.